Grand Risings Tribe. It's a little rainy day, so I'm pretty much stationed under this little overhead till they try to run me off the spot and shit. Plus it got Wi-Fi, so that's clutch as fuck. But yeah, Grand Risings, man. I want to chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Talk to y'all chosen ones out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I know it be hard, you know what I'm saying? Shit be hard in all different type of variations, but we gotta keep on pushing, you know what I'm saying? We gotta keep on coasting, keep going and shit. And I know you a chosen one. If you a real life chosen one, man, you dealing with the evilness of this world and shit like that. You know, I'm not no Bible scholar, but hey man, wherever you gotta go to get your source of power, you know what I'm saying? That's where you need to go. You dig? And stay in that book, stay in your Bible, stay in your Quran, stay in your affirmations, stay in your prayers. Whatever your higher power is coming from, you know what I'm saying? Continue to feed that and water that and focus on that, because being the chosen one, you realize you develop these muscles of focus and concentration and having strength in situations instead of, like for example, one time my mama was like, yeah, Tootie, I ain't talked to you in a minute. I've been worried about you, whoop de whoop. And I was like, nah, man, don't ever send me that. Don't ever send that type of energy in my life, or in your life, or in the atmosphere, or you worried about me. Don't send me no worrying energy. Send me strength. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta send yourself strength. You gotta call on your higher power to receive strength to stay strong in these times. You know what I'm saying? And I know you like, man, when the payout gonna be? When the payout gonna be? When the payout gonna be? And I know this sound crazy, but to each his own, bro. But at the end of the day, you gotta realize no pain, no gain, bro. You know what I'm saying? And in the long run, all this pain that we going through gonna turn into joy. It's gonna turn into a beautiful rainbow. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna turn into tears that's forged from happiness. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's no difference. Like, it's like you want to get bigger muscles, you gotta get big. You know what I'm saying? The G that's in front, you gotta get big too, because we are in the image of the big God, the biggest God, the creator of all creations, the source. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of these trials and tribulations is lessons for us. If you could catch that key term, that key meaning of that silver lining within each of these scenarios that we going through, you're gonna find out that a lot of things was lessons. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got in your own way. You wasn't walking by faith. You was walking by what's in your face. And then you was walking by faith and not what's in your face. You got back in alignment. You know what I'm saying? In these different trials and tribulations, God do this to teach us and show us. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us chosen ones, at times we may look at the isolation like it's a punishment, but it's absolutely not, because it's only room for one butterfly to come out the cocoon, or there's only room for one caterpillar to get left in it. So you know what I'm saying? The old you has to die, and it has to be a rebirth. You understand what I'm saying? The Most High has to break you down to build you up stronger and better. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, no pain, no gain, man. It's like you going to the gym. The only way you gonna get big is those muscles got to go through pain. You understand what I'm saying? And in order to evolve in this realm of reality and become either the weapon or the tool that the Most High is forging us into, that's why it's so hot out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so much pressure, because it takes a high temperature, it take a high amount of flames to start to melt down the component of gold. You understand what I'm saying? In the eyes of the Most High, we are His gold. You know what I'm saying? We are the apple of His eye. And in order to be forged into the weapon or the tool that the Most High need to utilize us for, we got to go through that fire. We got to go through that, you know what I'm saying? Them flames, you dig? And when we come out on the other end, we going to be forged into the weapon or the tool that the Most High need to utilize us for. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes you get trapped and you stay in the fire forever because You going against the will of the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? You in your own way. You dig? And this life is bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things and concepts that we do, our actions. Our actions come with consequences. And God want us to deal with something that's specific with these consequences. Not everybody gonna receive the same consequences we receive. You know what I'm saying? You receive different consequences when you walking by faith and when you're not walking by what's in your face. You receive different consequences when you walking by what's in your face and not what's in your faith. You understand what I'm saying? So the Most High is teaching us, chastising us. You know what I'm saying? You did. It's a bumpy road, but guess what? We was born with everything that we need, long as we take care of it. And God gave us the best of shocks. You understand what I'm saying? We got the best of hydraulic fluids. We got the best of hydraulics to bounce back and shake back from situations. You know what I'm saying? That's devastated, stuff like that. That's why I say, man, no pain, no gain, man. Yeah, as a chosen one, we go through a lot of pain, man. Some pain that is unexplainable through these humanic words. These human words is unexplainable to tell you the pain that us chosen ones go through. Everybody go through pain. And it's not about to be looking like a pity party or who go through what's the most and who's most strong. At the end of the day, we ask the creator for a stronger back and not a lighter load. You know what I'm saying? We ask for the fire to continue to go on instead of get caught up in a fire and cease to exist. I'm obliged to be a chosen one. I'm obliged to be in the hands of the Most High, man. I'm grateful for that. You understand what I'm saying? You got to realize where there's power, there's going to be great responsibilities, man. And it's like no pain, no gain. And all of this pain that we going through, it's like you going to the gym, you want to get bigger. You know what I'm saying? No pain, no gain. You've been staying consistent, staying persistent in your regimen. You heard me? And you've been going to the gym for a month, 5 days. You know what I'm saying? 5 rotations every cycle. 5 days, 5 rotations is 5 days in a week. You know what I'm saying? But we watch the words we say because we not weak, we strong. You know what I'm saying? So 5 rotations every cycle, you going to the gym, you working out. A month and passed, you didn't got bigger. It was painful at first, but you got through it. You grew through it because you went through it. You got through it. You understand what I'm saying? In the same way you go to the gym and you physically train your muscles, God is spiritually training your soul, spiritually training your spirit. You understand what I'm saying? That's why people can't take it when you around. You understand what I'm saying? The muscles and the fibers in your spirit is not compared to their muscles and their fibers. They say spider web silk is stronger than steel. You understand what I'm saying? And you pulling these strings, you pulling all different type of strings, and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, with a tangled web they weave. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why, as a chosen one, we go through so much pain, man, because we growing at an uncontrollable rate. You look how many faces, places, and situations you left behind. Look how many faces, places, and situations we left behind in order to grow. We couldn't afford to let anybody stunt our growth. You understand what I'm saying? Jobs, relationships, none of that, man. Because hey, we a tree, and as a tree, we can't get root bound. We not allowed to get root bound. You know what I'm saying? We can't let our roots get dried out. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no toxicities or deficiencies. You get toxicities and deficiencies when you in the wrong faces, places, and situations, overstaying your state. You know what I'm saying? But in the hands of the Most High, you live and you thrive forever. You dig? But you got to realize certain seeds, they thrive the best in certain environments. You trying to grow some palm trees and coconut trees, you better take the motherfucking shits to Miami. You ain't gonna grow that in no Idaho. No, no. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, every season is a reason. Every reason is a season. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes it's the time and the place for certain situations. Everything in moderation. But that's why us chosen ones, you know what I'm saying, we go through so much pain, man. Then when it comes to the other side of this pain, it's the gang stalkers, it's the evils, it's the evil ones. And part of the reason why they coming is to test us. to see if we willing to join the evil side, if we willing to become a Mason or a Freemason, a secret society partaker. You know what I'm saying? No, bro. That's why a lot of this gang stalking and community harassment, they want to recruit you. They want to recruit you. The ways of the evilness want to recruit you. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times I done heard so many people say, "Ooh, if I had this, if I had that, whoopty whoop." Why you ain't grateful for what you got? You know what I'm saying? That's where you're fucking up at. You did? They see us as chosen ones, and they see the spiritual gifts, the mental gifts, and the physical gifts that we bestow and possess. And they possessive asses wanted too, but they're not willing to put in the hard work, the grit, nor take the pain and the discipline that comes with it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why the pain is so heavy, dog. God is making sure, hey, this decision you make for eternity, that's what you want. You want everlasting life, or you want to live in eternity. You want eternal life. It's two different things, man. They kind of sound familiar, kind of sound similar. You know what I'm saying? Everlasting life and eternal life. They kind of sound similar. You understand what I'm saying? But one has no ending and no beginning. And you know, you could figure out the other one. And these people want us to live our best life in this physical realm of reality. You understand what I'm saying? Like the other night, the other day, I thought I was tripping. I was seeing ghosts and shit and spirits and shit and orbs and shit fly around me and shit. And I was like, you know, certain times and certain time is a man-made construct, right? But you know this world revolves on certain motions and shit. Well, it's a specific motion right now. Because you know, I guess Halloween and stuff coming, so that veil is getting thinner and stuff like that, right? But I'm also in a high vibrational spiritual places that, and I was seeing a lot of spirits walk past me, and some was trying to get my body when I was asleep, and they was like, "Why this body void? Why I can't get in this body and shit?" Some of them just was so arrogant and naive they couldn't think that God would have me protected. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, it's so much going on. You know what I'm saying? As a chosen one, it's a lot of things you see that you can't even change. It's just some things you got to take to the grave with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we here, but we are not of here. We are not from of here. We are here, but we are not from of here. And we're just passing by, and we can't afford to let the passengers, you know what I'm saying, get us to pass by our ticket to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? To return to grace. You understand what I'm saying? To receive God's mercy. Whether it's the lowest of the lowest, it's the highest of the highest. We receive a place in the promised land, the field of reeds. You know what I'm saying? And God's haven, safe haven. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High, the Creator sanctuary. Like I said, whether it's the lowest of the lowest or the highest of the highest, man. And we ask the Most High, we not perfect, to give us the strength to balance our heart on side the feather on the scale while we still got breath in our body, to make things right. You understand what I'm saying? To balance our karma, to balance out our wicked deeds, you know what I'm saying? While we still got breath, we ask the Most High to do that. And it's these wicked entities that don't even want to see you do that. They want to see you die in your sins. They want to see you commit some evilness and die in it, get caught up in it, go to jail in it. You know what I'm saying? They create all of these scenarios and stuff like that. Sometimes you be wanting to crash out, you be wanting to splash out, you be wanting to crack one of these motherfuckers in the head, bro. But you gotta realize you can't let nobody trick you out your position. One monkey don't stop my show. And these entities' whole goal is to throw us off our prerogative, you know what I'm saying? To throw us off our destination so that we don't complete. You know what I'm saying? But what God planned, no man can touch. Inshallah. And so shall it be. I declare and I decree. You know what I'm saying? What God got planned for us to accomplish and to do, we gonna get it done. No other form of fashion. The only form of fashion, you know what I'm saying? And just might be fashionably late, but hey, we was on God's speed with it, you feel me? And yeah, man. It's gonna be a lot of pain, bro. But the pain gonna add up in the long run. It's gonna make sense in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like that song that Maze made. Joy and rain. I like Sunshine and rain. You know what I'm saying? All of this rain, one day it's gonna turn into sunshine. And until then, you gotta continue to shine your light and shine bright. And don't let these evil ways or the ways of this world put your light out. No matter what, regardless. No matter what come your way. You gotta continue to shine bright, shine your light. Because honestly, you don't know how many people watching you, how many people listening to you, how many people staying in the fight because of you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that want to give up, a lot of people that want to clock out. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of us that's constantly reminding people like the fight not over with. It's not worth it. It's the only thing worth it is for you to keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? Something gonna come out of this. I don't know everything. I didn't I didn't died a couple times and came back, but my memories and is in pieces about that situation in that world, right? You know, that's another topic as well. But it's something good gonna come out of this, man. It's like when you go to the gym and you constantly putting on that weight and you sweating and your muscles tight and you're shaking. But then a week down the line, you starting to get toner. Then a month down the line, you can see the change. You can feel the change. It's the same thing that's happening spiritually that the Most High doing with us, man. While we going through all this pain, you know what I'm saying? It's like goddamn milk. Don't you gotta churn milk to turn into butter? You gotta beat the fuck out that milk. Then it turned into butter. It enriched itself. It had an alchemical change. You understand what I'm saying? Something the old has to go. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you hold on to the old you, that's what make it even more painful. You gotta let go of shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to the old you can make you sick or make those around you sick. You know what I'm saying? Could put a moldy atmosphere around you. So sometimes we gotta let shit go. You know what I'm saying? It could be painful too. You did. It could be something that we went through, something traumatizing, something to give you PTSD. But at the end of the day, you got to look at the positive side of PTSD. Now you more assertive and alert. Now you more aware. Now you more observant of your surroundings. And now you didn't got more boundaries up, and you calling shit off from a mile away. You can see bullshit from a mile away. So look at the positive side of this shit. The positive side of this pain. It made you more resilient, made you more tenacious. You understand what I'm saying? It strengthened your communication and connection with the Most High, was all God required. It was all God needed. You understand what I'm saying? They say God work in mysterious ways. No, he don't. He don't. If you understand the ways of God, it's on a bigger scale than what feeble thinking or small mindeds could think of. You got to be real deep. You can't be shallow. You would die if you're diving deep. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people shallow as fuck. And when you're a deep thinker, you a deep person, you got depth. People drown in that. They don't want to be around you. They don't want you to get deeper in your practices, deep in your word. You know what I'm saying? Deep in your spiritual richness and spiritual practices that keep you enlightened. They don't want to see you add any type of value to that. You know what I'm saying? They want you to be in pain so much that you set your fucking self on fire and you combust. You know what I'm saying? But you when you get pain and when you get angry sometimes, you gotta utilize that anger in a logical way. You understand what I'm saying? In the most positive, highest form of manner, which is transmutation, which is alchemy. You know what I'm saying? When these gang stalkers and these haters come around to aggravate us and try to steal our life and hit us with radiation weapons and shit, we can't get mad. We gotta use that as fuel. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to see if they could break us. You know what I'm saying? Some of these beautiful people that's movie stars and actors and singers, they were so connected to God and the Illuminati and these evil empire motherfuckers broke them. He gave them humiliation acts, made them sacrifice their parents. You know what I'm saying? Some of them was playing with their rusty brown donuts. You know what I'm saying? Doing some gay shit. So, and and I speak for example for myself. I've been noticing Satan, God, the evilness of this world, trying to take everything I have, so I don't have nothing but to go to this entity and make a deal with it because it want me to produce and make music in the way that they want me to. But I'm not about to get on the and speak debt into people, bro. You know what I'm saying? My music a little, you know what I'm saying? I talk about a little couple bitches and hoes and some slick shit. You know what I'm saying? But my music is really uplifting. It's really about motivating your spirit and telling you to keep going and shit. That's what my music based about. And you know, I'm saying my shit on some Jadakiss fabulous shit. I'm spitting this game and I'm giving it to you raw and shit. I'm telling you about. It's like, you know what I'm saying. I'm opening the book from Tales of the Crypt when I spit this shit. You feel me? But it's just a, you know what I'm saying. Let you know you are one in a million, man. Aaliyah try to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You something special, you something beautiful, and the world might not treat you like it, nor may reflect to show it. But you gotta shine bright and let the world. You gotta show the world that you know, whether they want to be ignorant or not. You know what I'm saying? That's why we go through all of this pain and shit. But it's all to grow. You know what I'm saying? It's all to grow. You know what I'm saying? A goddamn the potato is a small motherfucker. It's not even a bulb yet. Well, it's a little bulb, and it feel like it's being punished. It felt like it's suffocating because it was thrown under the dirt and all this pressure on top of it. But then it was able to produce and replicate and reproduce and create more potatoes, more spuds. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the same thing God doing to us. He throwing us, you know what I'm saying? Some people want to bury us, and that's cool. Some people want to marry us, some people want to bury us. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers that want to bury us, not realizing we seeds. So sometimes people throw you under the bus, throw you under the dirt, throw salt on your name. Hey, that just make the season pop. You feel me? Motherfuckers throw you under the bus, want to throw you in the dirt, want to see you 6 feet under. Hey, that just mean we gonna strive. You know what I'm saying? God put us in these lethal ass situations and shit, cause it's like a seed that's under the dirt, fall under the dirt. He reaching like a motherfucker to gain and to hold on to that sunlight, to gain that fertilizer. You know what I'm saying? To gain that go juice, to gain that energy. So it's like God, you know what I'm saying, and through us deep under all of these trials and tribulations, which in a metaphoric way is the dirt, is the soil for the seed. And it's up to us to keep on pushing and stretching. You know what I'm saying? Roots and leaves. You know what I'm saying? The more stable we become in our faith, and that's the more we're gonna receive the fruits of our labor. You understand what I'm saying? That's the more we're gonna be able to see the forest beyond the trees. That's the more we're gonna be able to navigate and understand what to do with certain tactics when certain specific things happen in the storm. You understand what I'm saying? Because a calm sea never made one of the greatest one of the a calm sea never made one of the greatest sailors. About to say one of the greatest pilots. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't dealing with no turbulence, then you damn sure ain't gonna know how to fly through a hurricane or over a hurricane. You know what I'm saying? The one that know how to help people get through it is the one that's gonna grow through it and get through it. You know what I'm saying? And get to it. Not the one that's trying to keep everything all everything's okay. No, it's not, nigga. No, it's not. But you know what? Everything is gonna be greater later. You understand what I'm saying? Because what we doing, what you're doing with your now, how you depositing, how you investing your now is going to be what you receive from your pain. You understand what I'm saying? You constantly complaining, then it's gonna keep on popping up because you're utilizing that energy to complain, and instead of you constantly asking why, you need to ask how to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like, share, comment, subscribe, man. I just want to chop it up with the chosen ones about, why we go through so much pain, man, so much anguish. You know what I'm saying? Why have we been constantly used as tools and deceived, and yet we constantly still here fighting? There's a couple random motherfuckers I never met in my life was like, bro, you supposed to be dead. What you still doing here? What you doing around here? And I was like, that just let me know the evil forces know things and have conversations that I really don't hear, but God does. You know what I'm saying? And there's some things God wants you to hear and God don't want you to hear because God wants you to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? You could hear some negative shit. It'll probably knock you off your pivot a little bit. God don't want you swaying at all. You know what I'm saying? Want you to stay tunnel vision locked in. You know what I'm saying? Don't see nothing but God. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's all this pain and shit, because you're gonna turn to a pillar of salt if you turn back. Gotta keep moving forward, you know what I'm saying? Keep moving forward. Head up, chest out, feet planted, see it through. You heard me? Because in order to roll with God, to run with God, he only want heavy hitters. He don't want motherfuckers that's gonna give anybody the benefit of the doubt. Don't nobody get the benefit of the doubt. I doubt you get the benefit. You feel me? All benefits go to God with no doubts. And our fate line. You know what I'm saying? Our line of fate. You dig? But yeah, man, I just wanted to chop it up with the chosen ones, you know what I'm saying? Breathe a little bit more life into y'all, uplift y'all spirits, let y'all know, like, man, I'm going through it too, man. In my own individual situations, you know. But all I could do is keep on marching, bro. Put my left in front of my right and my right in front of my left. You feel me? Walk by faith and not what's in our face. So that's where you got. That's where we have it, man. Hey, the pain gonna pay off in the long run, bro. Like I said, it's just like it just rained, bro. It rained. It been raining all night, all night. It been raining all day. Plus, that's just the season changing over and the temperature and the weather changing over, letting it be known it's changing over. Plus, I heard a little lady the other day was like, "Yeah, this yesterday was the last day of summer." Hey, I don't, hey, this is new earth. This weather's something else. Shout out to Harp. Shout out to God. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, is you gonna throw in a towel, or you just needed it to wipe your motherfucking face? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't throw in no towels, ain't no quitting. Gotta keep on going, keep on pushing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because these motherfuckers want us to join their collage. They want us to join their picture. Not knowing they didn't show their true colors. We already painted the perfect picture. We ain't getting down with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? They really want to recruit us in ways these people don't use English and straight up talk to us, bro. They pretty much speak through subliminal sneaky shit. If you not have paid attention to how they operate. If you're a chosen one and you see these wicked motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They want you, bro. They want you. They want you bad. They want your body parts. They want to eat them, cook them, do all type of evil witchcraft and concoctions with them and shit. Think about think about the drugs and shit. These I know you. This is foreign topic, but think about the drugs that witches make when they get to kidnap a child or something, and they make concoctions out of the child tears and shit. They collect the child tears. Think about the tooth fairy. The tooth fairy to me, it sounded good when you was a child. You get a little money and shit because you tooth and shit, but the tooth fairy is a witch. You know what I'm saying? Collecting teeth and shit. That's some witchy shit. And they making concoctions and elixirs and shit out, grinding the calcium out your teeth and shit. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, these some evil motherfuckers, bro. I'm not evil. You know, I done some evil things, but I'm not no evil person, bro. You know, just had to learn my lessons, guilty by association. You know what I'm saying? Just was at the wrong place. Well, I was at the right place at the wrong time, with the wrong people, with the right intentions. That's how I done made it through this bitch. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of conversions. Like I done had one of my partners was like, "Hey, bro, you got an incorruptible soul." Why would you say that? How would you know that? Because once upon a time you try to corrupt my soul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I done got close to the ledge, but hey, bitch, I live life on the edge. So I made it back on, you know what I'm saying? Made it back on 2 feet safely, landed on the ground. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? They out here. And that's why we deal with a lot of pain. And it seems like they getting away with it and shit like that. But they not getting away with nothing because they already made their bed, bro. You know what I'm saying? The ways of this world will never be worth it. But we are so rich spiritually. You know what I'm saying? We got the black card in this bitch. We got the fucking unlimited card in this bitch. We got the company card in this bitch, and we could put as much gas in the cars as we want. We gotta just take care of the company car, which is this body. You know what I'm saying? With the Most High lives within. You understand what I'm saying? This is the house that house God. And if you taking care of your house, then it's a home. Or if you not, it's a bando. You know what I'm saying? It's a trap. It ain't what you like. It ain't what you like to see in the mirror. So you know what I'm saying? If you don't like what you see in the mirror, then you need to make some adjustments. You know what I'm saying? And in order to fix what you don't like in the mirror, you got to go within your heart. Your heart is the face Your face is the shape of your heart. However your heart look, that's how your face look. People don't get it. They be fucking making, they be fake smiling and shit. You sending fake messages to your heart. You lying to your heart. You adding deceit to your heart. You know what I'm saying? We walk in and through authenticity, but we walk through artificial flavors. You understand what I'm saying? And we leave a nasty taste in their mouth. We leave a sour taste in their mouth because they hate to realize they sweet ain't sour. We know our sweet ain't sour. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's 30-minute jokes. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all. Just keep pushing, man. Keep going, man. Don't quit. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes I be thinking about it, but I'm like, look how far we didn't got. We can't even go back home. Can't return to the nest. Can't do none of that. All we could do is make it across the rivers of life and use God as our fuel. Peace and prosperity. Oasis.